Hey there, betting people. Welcome to Bet
Smarter, not harder.
And today we'll be looking at a strategy that I've applied in my own betting within the last 6 months with serious returns on investment. In fact, this is sort of one of those too good to be true situations that actually is true though. Okay, so if you get the idea, you'll be able to apply it yourself. And if it works out, and it has worked out for me for around 6 months, so it's fairly consistent, I would say, if you don't do any serious mistakes, you should be able to make some serious profits. And by profits, I mean this depends, obviously, how much you're willing to invest in this venture. And the more you bet, of course, the higher the returns and the higher the risk. However, let me just point out that the risk in comparison to your potential winnings is minimal. It's, I would say, around 2 to 3% of whatever you'll be betting is your risk, and your potential winnings is you doubling your money. So we'll be taking advantage of early payout. There are websites that offer early payout on football, on specific leagues or tournaments. And early payout, what it is that if you bet team A to win on a football match, and at any point in the game they're leading by 2 goals, whether that's 2-0 or 198, you get early payout, and no matter what happens for the rest of the game, your bet is considered to have won. Okay, so this is what we're doing. So if you're placing hedge betting, you're basically what it is, you're placing 3 bets on all the 3 possible outcomes of a football match. Team A to win, team B to win, the draw. All 3. All you need to do is just adjust the bet sizes in a way that no matter which of the 3 wins, you get as close to your total investment back. Okay? This way, if early payout is triggered at any point in the game, then what remains is 2 bets that you still have running that are effectively very cheap bets with high returns. And the better the odds you're getting on these football games that you're betting, the better, the lower the risk, the higher the reward, obviously. So the general idea is the following. So the Euro 2024 is coming up in a couple of weeks, give or take. It begins on the 14th of June, so it is in approximately 2 weeks. So the idea is that within that 1 month that the Euro will be running, I want to make as much money as possible. 6 months in a row, I did it, and in all 6 months, I was profitable. Some more than others, but in every month in the last 6 months, I was profitable. Okay, so here's the idea. Here's the thing, how it works. So you find a game. Any game will suffice as long as it has early payout on at least 2 websites. How it works. So you locate a game. Ideally, you want a game where over 2.5 doesn't pay too much, meaning it has a high percentage chance of happening. And you also want to combine it with a low number here for both teams to score. So you're looking at games where many goals are likely to be scored. Both teams are likely to score goals because obviously we want at least 4 goals for this thing to work. So this game will be used just as an example. The odds are irrelevant unless the total odds if you combine odds from all the websites and you're getting bad odds, it means that you will be losing a larger percentage of your total bets each time the thing doesn't work out. And by the thing, I mean one team leading by 2 goals and then not winning in the end by the 90 minutes mark. So let's just make an example. Okay, let's Germany 127, 575 for the draw, and Scotland 950. So Germany versus Scotland, the first game of the Euro. 127, 575, 950. Now in 2bet, so 127, it's the same on both these websites. However, in 2bet gives better odds on Scotland winning. Instead of 950, it's 1050. We'll take it. Stichiman. Let's go check them out. 129. You can see they have the +2 here. That's the early payout. So this is valid. 129. This is great. 129 on Germany on Stichiman. And 1050 for Scotland to win on Into-Bet. Novibet. Let's see what they're offering. 125. Horrible odds here for Germany. So they are out of the question. 1150. Amazing. So now we have 129. And 1150. So let's start plugging in some numbers. Since Novibet is offering us 1150, we'll take that, okay, and plug it in. And now let's go to PhoneBet and let's see what they're offering for the draw. 580. So this is the best draw odds that we're getting. So now we plugged in all the best, we combined the best odds from all the websites that we're using. If you guys have more websites to use, go right ahead. You might get even better odds. Now, these are not the best odds in the world, okay, but they're not terrible either. Ideally, you want to lose, if the thing doesn't work, at most 2%. Let's say those would be good odds, especially on a game where over 2.5 gives you odds similar to these, or even better if they're lower. If the number was lower, it means higher chances of more than 2.5 goals being scored, which means 3 goals or more. And again, you want to combine it with a higher chance of both teams to score, because it's looking likely that Germany is probably going to be the team that wins, and obviously, and it might be a win to nil, which serves nothing. We're combining the odds, we're placing the bets. Now, depending on the percentage, if you're not getting the best odds, you don't want to place a big bet, because the more money you bet, the more you lose if you're not getting good odds. Okay, so let's use this as an example. All right, so let's say our total bets are 100 euros, which means, because our formula is splitting everything in proportion to the odds that we're getting, let's say, and ideally you will always want to round up or down. You want round numbers as much as possible to not be suspicious, because these websites will be able to see suspicious bets. If you're too specific with your bets and you're frequently winning, then your account will become limited. They'll be like, check this clause in these terms and conditions. They won't give you detailed explanations. It's happened to me. And they'll limit they won't close your account or anything like that, but they'll be like, okay, the maximum bet you can place is €1. It's happened to me on a couple of websites. Doesn't matter on which ones, it happens, because I was doing really well. And this affected my ability to find good odds to combine the best odds, because I had fewer websites to choose from, and it limited my ability to make big profits, because I couldn't place big bets because my odds weren't good. So be careful. All right, delete cookies and cache, use incognito mode, VPN, whatever it is that you want to do. Log out of the websites. Try not to use the application on your phone, because that way you're definitely being tracked. So we plug in the numbers, the odds, the number we want to bet, how much we want to bet, and if the thing doesn't happen, the thing again being one team leading by 2 goals and then not winning, then we're losing 334. If it does work, so let's say Scotland shocks Germany, they take the lead by 2 goals. Immediately, we win this amount of money. We've won this bet. No matter what happens after that, it does not affect the fact that we've won this money. So we bet 100, we got back 96.66, and now we have 2 bets that are still live, that if Germany turn it around or end up draw or win, then we win the second bet, and we'll make an additional 96.66. So we bet 100, and suddenly we have 193, 94 euros. So we've won 94 euros, where our risk was 334. It happens much more frequently than you'd expect. This is the general idea. There are a few more tips that I personally have applied with success in the past when doing these bets during the games, but we will go through these in the follow-up videos I'll be making until the Euro comes, to prepare you guys. All right. And when the games will begin, I'll try to make videos on the games that I'll be betting and the sizes of the bets that I'll be placing, and keep track of the statistics, so you guys will know whether this actually works or not, and then you can go apply it to any other league or anywhere else you want. Because again, you don't need to know anything about football. You won't need to expect a video from me in order to know what to bet. You'll know what to bet based on your knowledge of the system. All right, just to choose a random match that offers early payout on at least 2 websites, place your 3 bets with the correct numbers and everything, and just go to sleep. And if the thing happens, you'll wake up, you'll have plus X amount of money in your accounts. So just to summarize, never bet two of the 3, or even 3 of the bets that you're placing from the same website. Never do that. Try to use a VPN, incognito mode, delete cookies and cache. Incognito mode does this when you close it automatically. Try to get the best possible odds, and you're looking for games that offer a high chance of many goals being scored. This is not it, for example, and a high chance of both teams to score. These are all key. You want many goals, you want both teams to have a possibility of scoring, and place your bets, and that's it. There's nothing else you need to do. You just place your bets, go to bed, wake up the next day. If the thing happens, immediately you're plus almost 100 euros, and that's that. There's nothing else you need to do. If early payout triggers and the other team pulls it back and wins or brings the game to a draw, then you're doubling your money, moving on to the next bet. That's that. All right, guys, so that's it from me. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this strategy that I've been using and has made me a decent amount of money. I hope it makes you guys a decent amount of money. And good luck. Happy betting.